scanners and look for the first stock to pop up, pull back, and make a move higher. All right, so that's the game plan here with about 90 seconds to the bell. All right, about 40 seconds to the bell. NERV or NBRV, 24 million share float, 1.5 million shares of volume already. To me, that's a little crowded. BOXL, not crazy about it. It's a little too expensive for me, but I'll put the chart up and just keep an eye on it in case it does open up a little bit. So UAVS and CARB. UAVS, the pre-market high was 275. Sorry, I said CARB. I meant BOXL. CARB was from last week. That pre-market chart. UAVS tapped 290, is back at 267. BOXL is coming back down. I guess I'd just put an order at 510 if it shows strength and pops back up. I'm hesitating on this one a little bit. Just, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm not totally sure about it. BOXL selling off, yep. BOXL is selling off. That's not good for momentum. This is, right away, right out of the gate, it's going to boost the cushion of short sellers. So the next stock that starts to pop up, they're going to be a little more aggressive on. ATXI, this is going to boost their confidence a little bit more. So there's 2 red trades in a row. UAVS, not very good trading for a few minutes here. BLNK, not the prettiest daily chart because of the big red candle on Friday. So high a day on BOXL is 939. Looks like it's breaking through for that red to green move. First candle to make a new high at over $9 worked pretty well. So see if it holds these levels. High is 968 now. ADOM $1.53, a little cheap for a 38 million share float stock. BOXL, you certainly wouldn't want to see it go low of day, which would be 868. So I suppose missed an opportunity on BOXL, but XTNT has a pretty big spread at the moment, 730 by 770. 11 million share float. High is 770. Can wait for the spreads to tighten up. BOXL basically back down to the low of day. 67 by 68. 64 now hitting low of day. 61. 60 by 61. Sellers at 60. 57 by 58. 50 by 51. 40 by 30. 38 by 39. So very short-lived opportunity to scalp it to the long side, just not very strong. Going to need a few days to settle out. TRXC, you can see the daily turning around. I haven't taken any trades yet today. Right now am saying that the caution flag should be out, and we're not seeing good follow through. We haven't seen any good setup to the long side hold up. XTNT. VNet isn't halted, it's just going sideways, but it does look interesting for a scalp over the $0.50. I'm long VNet at 750 for a scalp over the $0.50. It's a 1 minute micro pullback. There's 50, 58, 67, or 63. Stopped out. You can see it's just not holding up. So 30 $6 loss on VNet. It looked good there the way it was consolidating under 750, but no. The float. Oh, actually, yeah, it's an 80 million share float. Yeah, that is pretty high. So keeping losses small is very important. Yeah, I see LEDS. It's a little hard to trust. The last few times it's popped up, it hasn't held the levels very well. So, especially when we were in this area back here in late April. Someone mentioned it in the chat room. Overall market's strong. That's good. So kind of, we'd want to see, will one of these stocks that got knocked down this morning rally, break over VWAP, and go through the highs? Right now, I'm not sure. Nothing looks strong enough. XTNT is now back below the 200 moving average. Yeah, today's a day I'd say to sit back. VNet, to me it was worth a shot because when they consolidate like this under a critical level like a $0.50, that can often be a little pullback before a breakout. And the fact that it had just gone from 685 up to 750 is a big move. So it has shown it's able to move. Could have gotten in this and, rode the momentum up to $8, but it just couldn't hold that level. So, high is 762. Could watch. Yeah, today's a good day to exercise patience. I'm down $36 on the day. I'm up 77,000 on the month. So, today's just one day. Doesn't matter. If I don't take any more trades today because there's nothing that looks good, that's better than taking a bunch of trades and giving back free. LIVX, I don't like the daily chart. because of how much it sold off yesterday, Friday. Yeah, and I have a bit of a hard time trusting this name. I think it's been overplayed at this point. UAV, maybe. That one is worth keeping an eye on. It's below its moving averages, but it does have a decent amount of room before it's going to really have an issue. 339, but it feels like today is not the day to be aggressive. It's definitely not the day to be aggressive. UAVS was on the gap scanner this morning. It's just a 200 EMA on the daily. There's really no specific settings to it other than that. UAVS, some buyers at 87. I'll take a starter of UAVS, long for the break of $3. High is 3, around 310. So watch UAVS for a break of 310. If it can break that level, then I'd start to feel more bullish. I tried to add, but I didn't get filled at 308. High is now over 320. So watch over 325 on UAVS. Basically, I would just, kind of keep scalping it. We'll wait for a 1-minute micro pullback. High of day is 23. High of this current candle is 317. Back over 320 would be a scalp. Nine seconds left on this current 1-minute candle. So we're setting up for a 1-minute micro pullback. That would be over 317. So if we start to see buying around 312, 315, okay, just add it at 315 for the break over the high of day. 20 on UAVS. So this is a 1-minute micro pullback here. Watching to add over 320 for the high day break. So let my order out to add over 320. We'll see what this says if it pops back over the whole dollar. Stopped out 290. So $412 loss total. This is just one bad day. The market has been awesome this month. Today, we're not seeing good follow through, but things could bounce right back tomorrow with an amazing day. So it's just one day where we don't have a lot of good catalysts and we're not seeing really good follow through. UAVS, I would have done better if I hadn't tried to add up for the micro pullback here. I was up 400 on it here, and then I gave back 800 here. Yeah, it is better to take profit into the first move, for sure. Usually short stocks. ADOM continuing to grind higher. 13 million shares of volume. 38 million share float. It's interesting. I think I think given the type of momentum we're seeing today, it's probably not worth going for. 115 million share float is on the high side. Daily charts kind of hitting this resistance, the moving average. I just don't know if it's going to be clean. I think today's probably a day to just be more conservative. It's been a great month, and they're just sometimes going to be slow days. If we see something really start to open up, then I might look to jump on the momentum, but I'm just going to sit tight. No, I'll trade cannabis stocks. I just don't trade OTC stocks, and we don't have a lot of cannabis stocks that are listed that have lower float. Yeah, so today is the first red day for me in a week and a half, and I'm down 450 bucks. So up 25,000 last week, down 450 today that means it's like no big deal. I would love to be able to finish the day green, right? And who wouldn't? I'd love to be able to finish up $500 or $1,000. But like John said, I can't really dig myself out of the hole if there's no momentum. If I just keep jumping into things, I'm most likely just going to lose money because we're not seeing stocks continue. UAVS on this one, I was up 450 bucks from my entry at 295 for the break of 3. Got in at 295, pops up to high of 323. I sell 3/4 of my position, lock up 450 bucks. It pulls back, it comes back up. I add another 5,000 shares at 315. It hits 320 and then drops down to 295. I stop out for an $800 loss, putting me net down 412 or whatever on the name. So, it was worth a try, and yeah, I'd keep it on watch if it curls back up, but it did hit this kind of 50 moving average resistance point. Today, we're not seeing the best momentum, so, yeah, it'd be nice to close the day green, but it's also better to keep the losses small than to keep pushing when the momentum just isn't there. And that's the thing, you got to have, the red, green, and orange light up, and right now I'd just say it's orange, it's caution flag, it's be careful, we're not seeing good follow through today. There's nothing that I would be willing to take 10 or 15,000 shares of, and